What's up, everybody? This is The Life of a Character Performer, Episode 2. Now, our last episode, Episode 1, we talked about how I became a scare actor in 2006 and a character performer in 2007 at Six Flags. And while we covered a lot of information about Six Flags in 2007, there's still a few things I left out that I wanted to share with you today. Key event being the 4th of July parade we had downtown where I live. So in July of 2007, I was approached by our supervisors and asked if I would like to participate in the 4th of July parade they had in downtown where I was. Needless to say, I was having so much fun being Daffy, I did not hesitate to say yes, sign me up. So, sure enough, 4th of July came, we packed our stuff up, our character suits, in big bags. We drove down as a big group to downtown for the 4th of July parade. I can't tell you exactly what time it was. It wasn't dark outside, it was pretty early in the day when we got there. It had to have been like 7 or 8 or something a.m. So we get to downtown and we go into this, it was like a hotel building. It was a place where we could just kind of go to put our suits together, get prepped up for the parade, and go outside to the main street in downtown where our float was. Mind you, our float was a Six Flags parking lot tram. That's right, a parking lot tram. It just had the Six Flags logo on it and some open seats where the characters could stand and sit. So we get into this hotel room, like I said, we're getting our stuff ready. Let me tell you something about the way I am and have been raised in my life. So I was raised with Coca-Cola. My poison of choice is Coca-Cola. I had an unhealthy obsession with Coca-Cola. I should have drank water as opposed to Coca-Cola, but addictions, right? Anyway, so we're in this hotel. I look around the room, and what do I see? A soda fountain, and it's got Coke in it. So there was a lovely lady there that I guess she was the manager of the hotel or something like that that was, saying,
make yourselves at home, put your stuff wherever you need to put your stuff. There's a lovely fountain over here if you need anything to drink.
You don't have to tell me twice. I was the first person to make my way to the fountain. So I'm over there wolfing down Coke like it's going out of style. Next thing I know, it's time to get in our suits and get ready to go out for the parade. Before we got in, they were doing a final check,
Is everybody here? Does everybody need to use the restroom? Are you guys good to go? Y'all ready for this? Y'all excited? Y'all excited? You pumped up? You ready? Yeah?
Yep, we're all good to go. So everybody gets suited up. I get in Daffy. I put my tights up. You guys probably don't realize this, but the way Daffy's suit is, you put on his legs first, which are basically these orange-yellow tights. You pull them up, and they have kind of slacks that you can put around your shoulders, which for the first several years I did put them over my shoulders, but towards the end I just kind of put them around my side because the rest of the suit holds it up anyways. After the yellow tights that you slip on, that's when you put on the big feather fur body. It's not really feathers, it's just fur, but it's supposed to look like Daffy's feathers. So I pull that up, put on my gloves, put on my feet, pop on my head, and we're all heading out the door of the hotel room. Walking down the streets, downtown, we're all excited to see all the kids that are down there and the adults. Everybody's hyped and amped. We all get to the float. So we get on the tram, the parking lot tram. We have a tram driver, and the tram driver has his son with us as well. He's in the passenger seat in the front of the tram. Now, bless this kid's heart because he saw us when we went into the hotel room. He saw every single one of us. And then next thing you know, the Looney Tunes come out, and the us that went in there are nowhere to be found. So I know this kid had to have known what was up. But bless his heart because he said,
hey Daffy, how's it going? Hey Bugs, hey!
He was excited. He saw the Looney Tunes. You've seen the Looney Tunes. That just goes to show you that even when kids know, it's still something magical that makes them happy and smile. So anyways, we get on the tram. They're like, oh, we think it's going to be 15 minutes before it starts. So okay, so we're sitting there waiting on the tram for like 15 minutes. Nobody up front is making any noise. Nobody's moving. Like, we don't know what's going on. We can't see what's going on, so we don't know when we're about to start and go or what. It was about this time that I realized I drank a lot of soda and I had to pee. So I'm sitting there rocking in the seat as Daffy, thinking, when is this going to start? How long is it going to take? Now, if you remember from the last episode, I told you about Kathy. She did a lot of special events with Looney Tunes and just the park in general. She did a lot of special event coordinating. So she was right next to me. I leaned over to Kathy and said, psst, Kathy, how much longer till we start?
Any minute now, Daffy.
So I sat there a little bit longer. Kathy, it's been like 10 minutes. How much longer?
I don't know for sure. What's going on? What's wrong? Is something wrong?
I gotta pee.
Well, you can hold it, right?
I can try. How long is this parade gonna last anyways?
Oh, About an hour to an hour and a half.
What?
Maybe the most 2 hours, but, I mean, we'll leave after that.
What? So I'm freaking out because I'm getting to the point where it just shot through my body and it's ready to get out now. I had to pee worse than I've ever had to pee before. The last thing I ever wanted to do was be that one character that peed himself. So I'm freaking out, looking around, trying to figure out what I'm going to do because I'm telling you, I'm about to pop. I look over to my right. What do I see? A PortAPotty. That's right. Side of the street, PortAPotty. You open the door, there's a urinal and a toilet. It's a PortAPotty. So I look over back at Kathy. Kathy!
What?
Can you do me a favor?
What's that?
You see that PortAPotty over there?
You've got to be joking.
Please, I gotta go so bad, please!
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Please, Kathy, please! Fine, come on.
So we get off the tram. I'm walking to the PortAPotty doing the pee-pee dance, holding my crotch area because I gotta go so bad. There's a guy over there at the PortAPotty, just a regular bystander. Whips out his phone.
This is too good to miss. You gotta pee, Daffy?
I'm just like, oh my gosh. Kathy opens the door. I creep in there. She cracks the door just enough to where she can reach her hand in and zip me. So there I was, a 5'8", half-dressed duck in a PortAPotty. So, needless to say, back then, I was very shy when it came to the restroom. If I felt rushed, you could forget me ever doing my business. So what feels like 3 minutes goes by, and I get undressed enough to where I can do my business in the PortAPotty. Next thing I know, there's a banging on the PortAPotty door.
Daffy, come on. We're going to... The parade's starting, the float's leaving.
I'm panicking. I can't go. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is my opportunity to be in a parade. I can't miss out on this. I gotta pee, but crap. I slip back in my suit so fast, not able to pee, bust open the door, Kathy zips me up, I hop on the tram, and guess what? Not a single person had moved. Kathy's over there.
You feel better, Daffy?
So I tell myself, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm doing a parade in downtown as Daffy Duck. I'm just going to have to tough it out and try and hold it. So sure enough, the parade starts, everything's going good, the tram starts moving, and I got to be honest with you. When we turned the corner and saw all the kids lined up on both sides of the street, I totally forgot I had to pee. It's like it just went away. And for the entire hour and a half, I had so much adrenaline, so fueled by the crowd's energy, I forgot that my bladder was about to burst. And the suffering just went away. Here's a clip from that day.
Like parades, you know?
The
Isn't that
energy,
terrific?
they are so fantastic. That was a thrill, but how about thrills on wheels? It is Six Flags, and Six Flags is celebrating 40 years of thrills.
Six Flags celebrating with great events all year long, including they've got concerts going on, shows, and more. And you can find out all that's scheduled out at the Six Flags theme park at sixflags.com. Just go on there, log on, and they've got everything all scheduled for you. But there you see all the wonderful characters that are part of Six Flags, the great rides, and they've added some new rides.
Oh, yeah. As we would say, I thought put it that. I did. It looks like a good time for us to take a quick break, but isn't this a fabulous parade? Stick with us. We will be back with Edita and Alec from ABC's Dancing with the Stars.
Like every 3 minutes throughout this parade, the tram stops. We hop off the tram and run out to the crowd, give high fives, shake hands, give hugs. Kids are loving us, going crazy. We'd come back to the tram, hop back on, and go a little bit further, stop, do it all over again. About the 5th or 6th time we do this, we kind of got into the swing of things. So stop number 6 comes up. I jump off, our Bugs jumps off, our Sylvester and Tweety jump off. We go out, interact with the crowds, and we come back and get on. Well, we all come back and get on, then we look around and we realize we're missing somebody. Tweety's nowhere to be found. And the tram's taken off. So we look back, Tweety's way off in the distance, has like 1,000 kids grabbing her. All you see is Tweety going... It was the funniest thing, those kids. Just to give you an idea. So we finally get her back on the tram. And forgive me for saying her, because the character of Tweety is actually a boy, which a lot of people don't know, but more often than not, we had females performing Tweety. But anyways, so the parade finally ends. And it's about this point in time I realized that I've been holding my bladder for an hour and a half. We had brought 2 vehicles to downtown for this event. My smart self decided to ride in the vehicle back with Kathy, the one who rushed me out the PortAPotty door, instead of being smart and riding back with the other group with all the chillax people who are in no rush to get back to the park. So we're driving. I asked Kathy, is there any chance we could stop for a pee break?
We're not very far from the park.
Kathy, we're like 25 minutes from the park.
Yeah, we'll get there fast.
Okay, if I pee in this van, you ain't gonna be happy. So we're driving. Next thing we know, the other car calls us on Kathy's cell phone and says they're gonna eat lunch or whatever. So we decide to eat Wendys, which is right up the street from our Six Flags. We pull up the Wendys. Guess what Kathy does? She goes through the drive-thru that's wrapped around the entire building. So I'm trying to survive while we're waiting in line to order food. So finally we get up to the window after ordering our food, grab our food, start to drive away. Who do we see parked in the parking lot in an inside Wendy's eating where there's a bathroom? Group number 2. I could have rode with them and it was at this moment I contemplated just jumping out of the car. But did I? I wanted to be a good employee. So we drive back to the park, which is thankfully down the street, but she goes a long way to the back area where the trailers are, where we have special events and concerts at the time. I jump out of the vehicle so fast and go rushing into the trailer, into that bathroom, slam the door, and I kid you not, I peed the longest I've ever peed. It wouldn't stop for at least 3.5 minutes. Boy, when I walked out of that bathroom, I was like a whole different person. Not a thing in the world could bother me. And so that's the story of the 4th of July parade that happened downtown where I had to pee as Daffy Duck. Whoever recorded me going to that PortAPotty, I wish you would have uploaded that video to YouTube. I think I'm going to cut this video here. I know this one was a lot shorter than the first one, but the first one was an introduction. This is just kind of a random story that happened in 2007 at the 4th of July parade in downtown. I have more videos to come, I promise. Again, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you went to Six Flags over the past 12 years, you probably saw me without realizing you saw me. Stay tuned for episode 3, guys. Take care.
See you, Scotty. There you go. Tom, thank you. Okay.